Hello and welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. It is the practical exam. I swear, almost everyone's... several of these episodes start with the practical exam. That's just how it all kind of works out. Alright, it's time you've all been waiting for. Your next practical exam. Are you sure you don't want to sit this one out and just watch Rean? I'm sure I've gotten enough rest in the past few days to make a full recovery. In fact, I'd say I feel even better than usual. Well, if you say so, in that case, you're up first. Now choose a partner. Okay. Oh, we actually get just a partner? Interesting. You know who we gotta pick, right? You know who we gotta pick. It's a no-brainer. We gotta pick Elisa. Like, come on. Wow, we're actually caught up to her level-wise. 28. She's 29. Our HP is so much higher. Alrighty. This will be fun. Begin the practical exam. Your opponent's today will be Leslie. Let's see, how about Laura and Fee? What? Oh no, we're gonna get creamed. Wait, putting them on the same team though. Very well. Okay. Oh, I forgot to combat link. Yeah, she might be making it a little too obvious. Well, this should be make for an interesting battle if nothing else. Laura and Fee have a clear advantage when it comes to strength and speed. Not with Rean's this new weapon I have. Actually, well, Laura does have more strength. They're both formidable opponents, but I think we have a good chance of winning this one. As long as we make good use of our combat links, this fight ought to be ours for the taking. Right. Take your positions. Go! Oh, they have to draw their swords. This is gonna be a tough battle because... Wait, can they use their S-breaks? Begin! So they use their S-breaks?
Don't you dare hold back!
Don't worry.
Meet the fun conditions. Win without using items? Activate next crap. Oh, that's not that hard.
I can do this.
Oh, we already have a link. Done. Oh, so we already have a link. Activate next crap, and we can't use items? No! Heat wave. Spark arrow. Dang it, we can't hit both of them. Laura's the tougher opponent. We need to focus Laura for sure.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Ow, 1,000 damage.
You okay?
Thanks.
Whoa.
Huh?
That's a thing we have? Okay, 1,300 damage, not bad.
Target locked.
Ha, missed. Oh, we knocked her out. Perfect.
My turn. Go!
Oh, critical.
I've got you.
The quicker we take out Laura, the
It's
better.
my turn. Arcus activate. Target locked.
Okay, I just took green speed down.
Huh?
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah.
My turn. Go!
I've got you.
The quicker we take
It's
Laura
my
down,
turn.
the better. Actually, that's shot for 3 turns?
Go!
Oh.
Go!
Yes.
Strong enough.
This is my secret weapon. Target.
Oh, yeah.
You okay?
Thanks.
That's amazing, whatever link that is.
Here.
Oh, that's a flash grenade. Let's see. Oh, we wiped her out.
I was
Boom!
careless.
That was
That's that.
easy.
Let's keep moving.
Oh my word, that was an easy battle. We basically caught up to Elisa. We're right there. There we go.
Great.
Informer's bonds have been strengthened. Yeah, AP increased by 2. Well, that was easy. Because Laura was definitely the one to focus, because she's the stronger opponent. Alright, that's enough. Rean's team scores the victory. Excellently done, both of you. Thanks. As for you two, I don't even think I need to say anything, do I? No, instructor. Nod. Her sword is so long. Okay, let's move on to our next pairing. The two teams teams for our 2-2. Next battle will be... Ooh, Eustace and Machias? You did pretty well out there, Rean. But we're really gonna have to do something about those two. Yeah, it's not like they hate each other or anything. At least I don't think they do. So I feel like they just get a good push in the right direction. Yeah, you're right. Looks like you're really back in fighting form, though. Yeah, never felt better, actually. I didn't want to drag this out and end up worrying Elise. That was a quick battle. 2 days ago. Oh, so Elise left. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble for everyone. Thank you so much for going to trouble preparing a bed for me. Oh, don't worry about that. Our maid can do that much without even breaking a sweat. Yeah, true, Sharon's a beast. She can do everything. Power maid. Hee, it's true. You could say that again. She was so well prepared. You'd think Elise had called in a reservation. That's Sharon for you. Rean, are you sure you're alright? Yeah, I'm still sore all over, but that's nothing unexpected. Compared to all kind of training Master Kafai used to put me through, I feel like I got off light. But still. Well, he doesn't appear to have any sprains or pulled muscles. Should be better in a couple of days. I see. But I can't help but feel that if I hadn't been so careless, if I hadn't gone into that building in the first place. Well, in a way, it was Rean's fault, too. True, he got what he deserved for being so insensitive. I would have hoped that as an elder brother you could conduct yourself in a more seemly manner. Well, you're not wrong, but do you think you could maybe not all game up on me at once? Well, can't blame them this time. Heh, let this be a lesson to you, Rean. Your family is your family, no matter what. Okay, I get it already. Hehe. It seems everything turned out well in the end. Still, we're now closer to unlocking the secrets of that giant armor, or the red door it was hiding behind. Yeah, all we know is that the red door showed up after we cleared the 4th floor of the old schoolhouse. Then Elise went down there, and it opened and that hulking armor came out. You said you heard a voice coming from the door, right? Yes, I think so. I'm afraid I don't remember much of what it said, though. I remember it said something about the 4th lock in the first trial, and an awakener, too, whatever that is. You should be commended for recalling even that much after what you've been through. At this point, it really does seem as though there's something significant hidden deeper in those ruins, probably on the 5th floor. Maybe if we want to beat the 5th floor and unlock door number 2. Who knows? It's getting harder and harder, too, to presume anything else, isn't it? I think from now on it might be a better idea to leave the old schoolhouse alone. What? What do you mean? The reason I sent you guys in the first place was because I thought it might be a good training ground, but after what happened with Elise and the elevator appearing, I feel conflicted about letting you go back. The principal is thinking about rescinding his request for you guys to investigate the place too. But I object. Oh, fee? It's ideal for us to keep ourselves trained for battle, right? And it seems like fighting down there encourages us to cooperate better too. Much as it may lack weight coming from me, I'm inclined to agree. The effectiveness of combat links truly comes to the fore there. Yeah, the wind seems to suggest that to me as well. There's no denying its dangers, but I feel like I'd regret it if we just stopped here. Yeah, I have so many questions about that place, and I want some answers. I agree. Guys. I feel the same. Do you think you could talk to the principal and get him to change his mind? Looks like I don't have much of a choice, do I? Alright, I can't promise anything, but I'll do what I can to persuade the principal. If anything else weird happens in there, I want you to report it to me immediately. Is that clear? Yes, instructor. Rean, I'm afraid I still can't accept your position. Oh? Thank you that you don't wish to succeed father as head of the family, or that you enrolled here because of that. Honestly, it seems to me that you aren't even certain yourself what you want for your life. And because of that, it's like you've lost your way. Well, am I right? I can't deny it, but this time I was able to come back to my senses. I think enrolling here at Thors was the best thing I've done for myself in a long time. It's given me the chance to start moving forward, little by little, and I owe that to my friends here. Really? Heh. I've got a lot to think about, but I want to find an answer that works not just for me, but for you, Mom, and Dad, too. I know it's frustrating, but I hope you'll stick with me while I'm figuring things out. And I'm sorry for being such a crappy brother, too. Rean. Oh, there's the train. Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2. Please tell me she'll at least give him a hug. We asked all passengers. Okay, sure. I don't care. Oh. Rain. Heimdall's not too far away. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon enough. We can talk about this more then, okay? Alright. That's a promise. Really? Just rub your head? No hug? Come on. You're siblings. Maybe you didn't show anything. You're really devoted to your sister, aren't you? Though I get the feeling it's way more than just devotion on her part. You think so? It's not like I spoil her or anything, and honestly, she can get pretty harsh toward me sometimes. I mean, I wouldn't say we get along badly or anything, but... wow, he is totally oblivious. She's 15, right? I've heard that nobles make their debut into high society when they turn 16. That's right, she'll be making her debut next year. I just hope she finds a guy who deserves her one day. Because I'm not just letting any old guy marry her, noble or not. He really can be dense sometimes. I almost feel sorry for his sister. Indeed. Nonchalantly stroking her head like he did was kind of cruel. Are you talking about me? Oh. Alright, that brings this month's practical exam to an end. Next, it's time to announce this weekend's field study locations. Who's our group gonna be? Here it comes, the moment of truth. Ugh, where are they planning to ship us off to this month? Do something decent. Come on, keep with the canon. Stay with the canon. Dang it! Okay, so we got Laura, P. Marcus Elliott. Not too bad. So we're both going to the Heimdall. Oh, it looks like both groups are going to the same place. I assume we'll be dividing the work between our groups. While the capital is incredibly vast, which seems like a logical solution. I mean, oh, she put Laura and Fee in the same group, of course. Actually, she put Laura, Fee, Eustace, Marcus, and me. Be perfect. I'm kidding. Group divisions aside, I'm certainly surprised at the choice of the capital as our destination. Yeah, you and I will have the home field advantage considering we're both from there. Guess this means I'll get to be in town for the summer festival after all. Well, so we have Elliot and Marcus. That's kind of interesting. Well, she put Rean in the same group with Laura and Fee to bring them together. Instructor Sarah. Oh, whatever's the matter, my beloved pupil. Please don't call me that. I have no objections to our destination or the arrangement of the groups. But I can't quite shake the feeling I'm being used. Again. It's true. It does appear you're the only one who changed groups from last month. Oh, come on, Sarah. That innocent whistling isn't fooling anyone. Sarah's such a great character. I find that hilarious.
Your rank's gone up.
Hey, we're B1.
Here's a little something from the academy.
B1. Perfect. We got 28. Not bad.
Thank you for everything.
Sure, Toa. I'm pretty sure that's Toa. Here we go. Saturday. Field study day. Again. This is our third. Is this our third one? This is our fourth one. This is chapter 4. This is our fourth, isn't it? Where have we gone before? Yes, this is our fourth field study. Dang. That was quick. Yeah. Because we went to... I can't remember. Begin with the C. Not Calvard.
Alright.
I can't remember.
This is our chance to discuss what to do before they get here. But to be honest, I don't really have any good ideas. How about you guys?
I can't say that I do. Unlike me and Eustace, at least Laura and Fee understand each other to some degree. Our group's performance in last month's field study wasn't amazing, but there were no actual conflicts or anything.
Yeah, that's all the more reason why I feel like we should step in and do something for them. But from what Elisa and Emma have told me, it seems like they have trouble connecting with each other.
Yeah, that's the impression I get too. It's not like they hate each other, they're just having trouble coming to terms with their differences.
On the one hand, we have the daughter of a noble military family, a knight in shining armor, as it were. While on the other, we have a girl who spent her childhood on the battlefield running with Jaegers. Their upbringings couldn't be more different when you think about it. Maybe their values, too.
You're right. I wonder if that's...
I apologize for the delay.
Oh, here they are. Well, there's Laura.
Hey! Good morning, Laura.
You're certainly the early bird today.
You needn't worry about us. We have no intention of causing trouble, and we're prepared to do what we can to form a combat link as soon as possible. It's not our intention to be confrontational towards one another. Is that not the case, Fee?
Yep. Don't worry. We won't bring the group down during the field study.
Well, if you say so.
That's not really what we're worried about.
Anyway, we should finish up our preparations and head over to the station. I'll bet Group B's waiting there for us already.
Agreed.
All rare quartz and actually, okay, yeah, we see that. We see that same text every single time. To the Tresta station. Actually, wait, how many items do we have? Do I like this order we got going here? I'll swap lower with Machias. Yeah, I like that order. We should be fine. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you're all here. Ready to take off? Yep, ready as we'll ever be. Alright, let's get our tickets at the counter then. Well, the capital's only half an hour west, so at least the fare should be cheap. Only half an hour? That's not too bad. Good morning, everyone. Let me guess, you're headed to Heimdall this month? That's right. We'd like 5 tickets to Heimdall, please. Coming right up. You know, the Capital Summer Festival is coming up in just 2 days. I'm sure lots of people will be streaming into the capital to celebrate, so be careful out there. We will, don't worry. I'm used to dealing with it. 5 tickets. Okay, 5 passengers headed to Heimdall. I'll have those tickets for you in a moment. Give us the nod. Here we go. All 9 of us. Passenger service. Okay, yeah, I don't care if it comes to a complete stop. Well, at least we won't be waiting long. There's the train to Heimdall every half hour, after all. So we're really headed to the capital. I've been there a few times before, but it's still pretty unfamiliar territory. I've been twice before on family business. Same here. I know where Elise Academy is, but that's about it. Not to worry, I'll explain more about the city on the way over. It's a pretty big city, though. I'm not even sure where to start. Well, yeah, I definitely will say Machias. This is Machias. Even though Elliot's also from there, this is definitely Machias' home plate because his dad's the governor. So Machias this time. So he's like, actually thinking about it. I wonder if Ymir is going to be one place they go to. Because they've gone. Can I pause it for a second? Oh, I can't. They've gone to where actually the first place no one was from. The second place was where Eustace's home plate. The third one was where Gaius was from. And this one is from where Elliot and Machias were from. Always the same seat. Alright, not too much longer till we arrive. So let me give you a quick overview. Heimdall is among many other things among many other things, the capital of this country, which means it's the home of the reigning emperor, His Majesty Eugent Rhys Arnor III. Even children know that. We need useful and local knowledge, not a recitation of a travel brochure. Bah. Well, Heimdall is divided into 16 main districts. Each district is about as large as a whole town in any of the Empire's provinces. All in all, the city's population hovers around 800,000. That's not even that big. Well, I can hardly imagine that many people all in one place. I mean, New York is like over 1 million. It's one of the continent's largest cities, isn't it? Indeed, it is. Crossbow is known for being a thriving center of trade, but its population is only around 500,000. Meanwhile, to the south, Liberal's capital has about 300,000 people. The Republic's capital is pretty big too, but I don't think it's quite as big as Heimdall. Oh, really? What? Oh, I was just wondering what kinds of tasks we may be asked to do in such an expansive city. can hardly hazard a guess. Oh, no. We don't know who our point of contact is, or even where we're going to be staying. With Makia's dad. Who knows, maybe we'll end up staying with Elliot or Makia's home. Huh, I doubt it. My house isn't big enough to put us all up. But Makia's dad is governor, so maybe we'd be staying at his place. I think that's even less likely. Dad spends most of his time at his official residence, so I doubt anyone's going to be at our family's place. Instructor Sarah said there'd be a guide for some sort waiting for us at the station, though he didn't mention who. That's the instructor for you. Honestly, she never really does tell us anything, does she? Yup. Alright. Well, we'll start with... Well, actually, we'll just go down the line. Can't believe our field study dates coincide with the summer festival in Heimdall. I wonder if this is another one of Instructor Sarah's little schemes. I really wouldn't be surprised. Can't wait to see what horrors await us this month. That summer festival certainly seems to have caught your attention, though. Is it really that great? Oh yeah, biggest in the country. There are all kinds of exciting events, including loads of music-related things. I said my tone was wrong. I guess it doesn't really matter. Really now, that does sound fun. Hopefully you'll get a chance to drop by your home at some point too. Who knows, the capital's pretty massive after all. It's going to be a roll off the dice whether or not we're close enough. Actually, roll of the dice. I said roll off the dice. Well, I'd really like to see all my friends again though, if I can. You seem kind of down or something. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I mean, we're going on a field study, not a vacation, right? We can't let ourselves get caught up in the festival atmosphere. We'll wind up with failing marks. I don't know if I've got the willpower to pull that off, though. Well, all we can do is try. Alright, lower next. St. Astrea... I can't remember the name. Astrea Girls' School is in the capital, correct? If I'm not mistaken, that's the school your sister attends? Do you think you'll be visiting her? I might if I get the chance. The last time we saw one another was only a few days ago, though. I feel kind of awkward going to see her again so soon. I suppose it does stand to reason that even siblings would worry about such social faux pas. Oh yeah, you don't have any brothers or sisters, do you? I do not. I'm an only child. Although I have been asked by some of the girls, I know to regret them as my younger sisters. Oh, I know to regard them as my younger sisters. Come to think of it, they're enrolled at St. Astrea as well. Girls' academies sure sound like interesting places. I hope Elise doesn't get corrupted by her environment. You really are a devoted brother, or rather, you come across as one devoted to most anyone aside from himself. You think so? I do. Perhaps much of this could have been avoided if I were more like you. She's got a lot on her mind. If only there was something I could do to help them. Alright, Makius. So this month's field study is in the capital. We certainly won't be staying at my home, but I won't be all surprised if some of our tasks send us there. I'll just say send us there. Yeah, I guess your dad is a pretty busy man, huh? He'd have to be governing a city the size of Heimdall. Busy doesn't even begin to describe it. He barely has time to come home most days. And with all the preparations for the festival, I'd be surprised if we even saw him, much less had an opportunity to talk to him. That would be a shame. It is what it is. I'll just be happy if we're able to fulfill some requests on his behalf so we can lighten his load a bit. Sure, we'll be all more happy to help. You and Elliot are going to be the stars this time around after all, so you get to call the shots if you want. Well, this is our hometown. We'll take charge of things while we're there. At least in terms of city navigation, we'll be able to show you the way to any facilities you need. Thanks, we'll be counting on you. That means the other team is pretty much in the dark. Should have put one of them. That seems good. Alright, Fee. Not going to have long to enjoy the journey this time. Yeah, we're not straying too far from Trista. Do you enjoy traveling then? Somewhat. We used to travel a lot in the Corps. It has to do with the Corps. Laura has something against the Corps. Like, something happened to her family member or something. I see. Did you spend a lot of time admiring the view through train windows then? Sometimes. We traveled on airships and boats too, but sometimes we were stowed away in cargo holds so we couldn't see anything. It's not like she's deliberately trying to annoy Laura or anything. I don't think Laura actually wants to be irritated by her either. There's got to be some kind of common ground, something to get them through this. What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, we talked to her. Can we just... I think you should visit. Okay. Alright, well, stop talking. 8:20. It's only 8:20 in the morning. Jeez, we get up early. Okay, I don't care. Bound for Heimdall. Next up is Heimdall. Torrance Express line. Please ensure you have all your belongings. Sure. Whew, looks like we're almost there. Indeed, it doesn't feel as though our train ride was all that long. Well, Heimdall is just a stone's throw west of Trista. We could have just gone back to Trista at night. Well, yes, that's true, but plenty of people commute to work in the capital every day after all. True, but then we have to pay even more money. But if it's probably a lot cheaper. So it's probably about the price of one trip to place, like, especially to Nord. Because Nord was pretty far away. Let's see if we get some of these quests out of the way before this. Come on. Heimdall Central Station. It's like this is a big looking station.
Exactly on time.
Huh?
Ah.
Wait, what? You're that.
It's one of the
You're
Iron-
from the Railway Military Police.
It's one of them. I keep
If
getting her name
memory
now.
serves me correctly.
You're Captain
Claire.
Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me. I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
Sorry, been 3 months since then?
So, this must be the woman the group who went to Keldic encountered.
That was Kelda.
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is. He should be here any moment now.
Perfect timing.
Intelligent sounding man. Oh, it's the guy who's like kind of the boss of Millium? Is it?
No way.
Maybe? Or it's his dad. It was his dad. Wow. Oh, I'm glad I'm wrong.
Huh.
I'm glad I was wrong.
I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the reformists' most influential voices.
So this is Machias's father.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself. I'm Karl Regnitz, Machias's father. I'm the governor of Heimdall and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class VII.
I like Machias' dad already. Age 50. Wow, so we're like in a little room. He's got security. Oh, and we're in a briefing room. Fancy. Railway Military Police Command Post briefing room. My apologies for the location. I would have preferred to brief you in City Hall. But I'm regrettably short on time, so I had to ask the captain here to lend us this room. Anyway, let's move on to the confirming your assignments and lodgings. Hold on a minute. How did you, of all people, end up being the one to sort out our lodgings and tasks? It seems a little too convenient. Yeah, now that you mention it. If you wouldn't mind us asking, sir, how did you wind up as our point of contact? My apologies, I probably should have explained a little more first. It's actually a very simple reason I'm here, because I sit on Thors Military Academy Board of Directors. So it's him, Rufus, and Elise's mom. It's the three of them? Are they the three board of directors? Is that right? You what? How? First Eustace's brother, then Elise's mother, now Machias's father? It stretches the bounds of imagination to believe that the Academy's choice of directors is mere coincidence. I can assure you the three of us didn't arrange for it to be that way. If anything, I was unsure what to do when the Academy first offered the position to me. The Academy did? Would I be right in assuming there's some kind of secret reason behind the formation of Class 7? I'm afraid that's not my place to say. But whatever the case may be, I'm the third and final member of the Board of Directors. And that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field study task and arranged lodgings for you here. For all of you. Unbelievable. It's all starting to make sense now. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying before. Yes, as I said, I'm short on time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days, which this is the first. Wow, 3 days? Dang. As such, the third day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half the city and tend to a list of needs I've drawn up for you. Half? So one half will take the eastern, the other the west. The city's big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart, even though we're in the same place. Indeed, I'm sure you've seen for yourselves how vast Heimdall is. If both groups were to rove around the entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. Such I've broken it down to the Group A's tasks cover the area east of Vanqueer Street, while Group B's tasks are focused on the area west of Vanqueer Street. Must be an important street. I believe Vanqueer Street is the main thoroughfare that runs through the city, leading to the Imperial Palace. That's the one. As soon as we leave the station, you'll see it stretching out to the north. It's hardly a precise division, but for the purpose of this field study, I'm sure it'll be more than sufficient. Now, I'd like each one to take one of these envelopes. Alright, what do we got? Addresses and keys. This envelope looks like just the ones we usually get with our field study. But what about this address and key? I assume they're a little bit different. Ah, so we're not even staying in the same place. Alto Street and Vesta Street. Oh, Alto Street, that's around where my family lives. Really? Yep, can't say the address brings any particular place in mind, though. I seem to remember Vesta Street being a main street on the west side of the city. Yes, it's a fairly lively working-class neighborhood. That are these. That's right, the addresses of the places you'll be staying while you're here, along with their keys. Both groups will be staying in different places, so I just suggest tracking down your lodging before you start your work. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise to help you get a better feel for the city. Ah, my apologies. I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave now. Dad? Preparations for the summer festival have me running from place to place, as you can imagine. I wish I could stay and chat a bit longer, but that's life in politics for you. Oh, one more thing. The communications functionality of your Arcus has been enabled in the city. Good luck out there. Wait, hold on just a... And he's gone. I'm not sure what to make of it all. Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to be a lot more strict, but he actually seems more... playful? Gah, I feel ashamed you had to see that. He's always been like that, I'm afraid. At least he manages to fulfill his responsibilities as governor, somehow. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good at his job, coming from the background he does. He's friendly and down-to-earth, but people say he's a born leader, too. The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in a I can't speak English. In a favorable light as well. Ere he butts heads with the noble faction far less than his fellow reformist Chancellor Osborne. In politics, it's a friendly demeanor. A friendly demeanor can just as easily be an act to sway popular sentiment. After all, there aren't many who can waltz in and borrow meeting space from the RMP. Well, the capital is the nexus and the heart of the nation's entire railway network. Such, the railway and military police finds itself indebted daily to Governor Regnant's good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor, at least a little. Come on now. Well, thank you for allowing us to use this room for our meeting. We need to get our field study underway, so if you'll excuse us. Of course, I wish you well in your studies. If you follow me, I'll escort you to the station's exit. Alright, this should bring us... We're probably going to have another cinematic, more talking, then we'll be released. Incredible. So vast. That's a big town. Heimdall, Vermilion capital. Pretty. The size of the city never ceases to amaze me. Way too many people. It only starts to sink in that I'm in the capital after I see an orbital tram zipping along. Is that what those little train vehicles are? I've never had the opportunity to ride one, but I believe they're used to ferry people around the city more easily. Yeah, they're the main form of public transportation here. They link all 16 of the capital's main districts. There's something of an icon here in Heimdall. Their fare is pretty cheap too, which makes them convenient for getting around. Lots of people use them so often that they just buy a yearly pass. Amazing, all that and so many orbital cars on the road too. Ah, is that the building? What is that? Is that building off in the distance? That would be Volflame Palace, residence of His Majesty the Emperor. Although from what I understand, Chancellor Osborne's imperial government is also situated within. Yes, that's the case. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave here. I wish you the best of your luck on the 3 days of your field study. So thank you. Thanks for taking the time to see us off. So this is going to be a long field study. She really does seem like an army officer, does she? Indeed, though the RMP are known for as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions, not to mention one of the branches most despised by the aristocracy, if a province has a railway, you can virtually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in its security affairs. I've rarely seen them in Legram, though judging by their actions during our encounter in the nature park, they did seem exceptionally well trained. Yeah, even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling right over the provincial army. And on top of that, the captain is so elegant and pretty. She even looks good in uniform. Some people have all the luck. It's like she's everything Sarah isn't. You could say that again. Though it seems like those two have more than a little history between them. Alright, suppose we ought to get moving then. Yep, we'll need to hop a tram to where our lodgings are, then find the address we've been given. We've got a long 3 days ahead of us, so let's give them our best. You can count on it. Fee, Laura, take care of yourselves. You too. May the goddess be with you. Take care of them. Alright, bye for now then. Boom. The eastbound orbital train will be departing momentarily. All those wishing to board, please do at this time. Let's get on. It did not go as fast as I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to be like zip zip. Nope. Got nothing out of that. Vancouver Street. I don't even see a light. Off of where we're standing. I haven't been to the capital in a long time, but I'm always surprised at just how big this street is. Really? This view is nothing special to those who lived here all their lives. But I suppose seeing all the orbital cars and trams zipping along must be a real sight to people from the provinces. Indeed, even though in my home, province people are depending less and less on horse-drawn carriages, I've never seen so many orbital cars in one place before. Well, even here, carriages were the standard up until about around 20 years ago. 20 years ago, dang. These days, they seem kind of quaint. You never really see them anymore. The Republic's capital has a lot of cars too, just like this. For that, Crossbow probably has the most. Oh, really? You've done a lot of traveling for someone your age, though I guess when you were, Yep, Jaeger work takes you places. Why does she not like Jaeger so much? Anyway, what's Alto Street like? That's where you're staying here, right? Isn't that where your house is, Elliot? Yeah, it's a pretty calm street, I guess. Ah, we should be taking it a right here. Yum.